Hi there, I'm Nu-Trix, and today we're talking about Acid V from Arturia. When you hear the word acid, you know it's going to be a TB-303. That's where all the acid music came out of. It's a classic. There's clones, even Roland cloned their own self with many times with different hardware. And today we have Arturia doing their own spin on it. It's a clone, yes, but it's much more than that. They did not limit themselves to just mimicking the original with the limits and all that stuff. They added a lot to it. And just to name a few, there's a lot more capable sequencer than the original TB-303, which was not super easy. You can switch between sequencer or arpeggiator, which is really cool. You've got an advanced modulation system, a little bit like you have in other Arturia advanced modulation and LFO, and you can shape the way you want. So this is really cool. You've got built-in distortion with many types of distortion. You've got a sub-oscillator. That's interesting, with vibrato. You have a scale and transmutation functions. You can like generate new rhythm really rapidly. And you have 17 high-grade effects, Arturia's effects. So it is really cool. It's a very interesting package. And of course, you can just do what the original was doing, but you can do so much more. Let's just dive in right away. The Acid V from Arturia, you have this screen, which is basically what you expect. You have this, normal. Like the original, you have the waveform, you have everything here at the top, which is the pitch, the cutoff, the resonance, the envelope amount for the modulation, the decay of the envelope, and the accent. So this is everything you had on the original TB-303. Then you have octave here. 1, 2, 3. This is for the sub-oscillator. The sub-oscillator has a different waveform. Bring the volume up. You hear this one. Okay, so you get an idea of how it sounds like and what it can do. Let's say we turn it off for now. Now, if you look at this, you can actually click on this section and you get access to the sequencer. And this is like really interesting. You have the sequencer, then you can turn it on. You can use the arpeggiator or the sequencer. Click on this, you have your, you see, you get your movement. So really quick to do something, you want to create accent. So where you want the vibrato. Oh, okay, this is how you... Okay, I get it. see you have the length of it, how many bars you want it, the speed of it, the gate, you wanted the gate to be long or short, the scale you're going to use, and you can even do your own, go custom. You can turn on or off the one you don't want. You can change the probability that this note will be played. So it really can be custom if you want to. So this is really cool for that. You can shift the notes up and down. You can back and front. You can change the playback mode, forward, backward, forward and backward, or random. You get a swing. You get how many steps you want it to be longer. You see that the screen changes. So that's really cool. Now, there's something really cool here is the transmutation. You say, I want to create new stuff. You just click on generate. And you can drag to see how much you want. So I want to drag it up. So I want to generate something that is really new sequence. Clack, I've got new sequence. Again. What you have on top also is the octave. Is it -1, 0, 1, or 2? And so this is about where you're playing on your keys. Remember that this is a monophonic synthesizer. So this is really cool. I mean, this is a very flexible, easy to enter notes where you want to, and you just transmute it into something else. You've got the slide, the accent, the vibrato. You can play where you want them. It's really easy to play. You can save them. You can load this as a MIDI track, put it here. It becomes a MIDI track. So it really is I'm going to delete that for now. So it really is easy to actually use them. You can erase it. And let's try a new one. Actually, I'm on the right. So that's for the arpeggiator. But look at these other things here. You've got the modulation 1, modulation 2, modulation 3. And this is where it really opens up a world of options. Say select a preset and modify this the way you want. And this is going to be... And then it's going, what's going to be this? Well, this is going to be not one mode. I'm going to have it run or loop. So 1 is going to play once and stop. Loop, it's going to loop all the time, but it's going to loop when you press a key. It's going to retrig. And run is going to be running and then no retrig. So it means that you're going to catch it where it is, like a free running LFO. Like this, now if you, okay, what do I control with this? If I take this here, the little graphic here, and I drive it to, I don't know, resonance. So this one, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this graph and send to the cutoff. And I want this to be loop. And the distortion, we've got a bunch of really cool distortions. So this is how you enter your shape and where you set it. And the last one is effects. So now you've got a huge amount of effects you can use. You can click here and select from reverb, delay, tape, echo, pitch shifting, delay, distortion, bit crusher. You have dynamics, compressor, and a multiband compressor. Really interesting. So you've got this, a lot of unison, chorus of the Juno, the flanger, another flanger, a phaser, stereo pan, a multi-filter, and a parametric EQ. So you can really create other things than what the original was able to do. So keep in mind that we're in advanced mode. When you click advanced, you get all of this. You also have at the top, you click on this little section, you have little features you can tweak inside it. You have the bass boost, you've got a pulse width modulation. So if you go here and you change this, you're going to change the pulse width. Now I've got too much stuff happening at the same time, but you can change the pulse width here. You accent attack, you got a cutoff range, you got a pitch tracking for the filter. You got noise gain if you want. You got a clipper. So all of this, if you go, what is this for? How do I, if you forget about this, remember that you have in here, you have the tutorials and it can explain everything. Or if you keep your mouse on it, at the bottom it will tell you accent attack, extend the attack time of the accent envelope, cutoff range, spread the cutoff frequency range, pitch tracking, controls the pitch tracking accuracy. You have all of these little tweaks that you have here. Arturia is always really good at making really nice tutorials to get you to get, you know, really quickly into doing it. Acid V. I don't know what to say outside of it's cool. It's a nice, I would say modern TB-303. You know, that's what it is. Good job. If you like my channel, thumb up. Don't forget you can become a member of the channel and have access to extra stuff. Make more music. Stay safe and see you soon. Cheers.